Good morning, class. Today we'll be starting a new chapter called Adaptation in Plants. Habitat is a special place where the plant grows, or we can say it is the natural surrounding where the plant grows. Adaptation is the special feature in a plant body that allow it to survive in its habitat. Now different plants will be growing in different kinds of habitat, and accordingly they will be having their own sets of adaptation which will help them to survive in its habitat. There are two types of plant. First one is terrestrial plants which grow on land. Second one is aquatic plants which grow in water. In the hilly areas, we see various kind of adaptations. The trees are tall and straight. Now, why trees are tall and straight in the hilly areas? As you know that the hilly areas face very heavy snowfall and strong winds. Hence, the trees in these areas are generally tall and straight to reduce the effect of snowfall and wind. The trees have sloping shape as you can observe in this picture. This helps the rainwater and the snow fall off easily in the ground. In this picture you can clearly see that the leaves are needle-like. Because the leaves are narrow and needle-like, it will be difficult for the snow to remain on the leaves and the snow will easily fall off on the ground. And here you can see they are having cones instead of flowers. Such trees will be called as conifers. All these types of adaptations will help them to survive in the snowy hilly areas. Now these trees are having leaves throughout the year. Such trees will be called as evergreen trees. You will rarely see evergreen tree without any leaves. They will always have leaves throughout the year. Example are pine, fir and cedar. The plants in the desert are also having various adaptations that will help them to survive in the desert. As we know in the desert there is very little water, very little rainfall. So to live there, the plants are having the roots which are spread far out. The large network of root just under the surface of the soil, just below the surface of the soil, so that it can catch even the smallest amount of water. As you can see over here, the leaves of cactus are reduced to spine. Even if you find the leaves, they are very small in number. This helps to prevent the water loss through the process called transpiration. Over here you can see the stem of the cactus. It is green and fleshy and it is very thick. It helps them to prepare the food in this part. Example is prickly pear, date palm, cactus, mesquite bush. In the plains, they are also having various kinds of adaptation. The first one is have many branches and with the big and broad leaves. Here is a picture of mango tree. Observe the leaves over here. It is big and broad. In the lower side of these leaves, you will find stomata. Through stomata, excess of water vapor comes out through the process called transpiration. Last surface of the leaves helps to cool down the tree through the process called transpiration. Now, these trees shed the leaves in the winter to protect themselves from cold. Such trees are called deciduous trees. In the winter time, you know that the air have very less moisture or very less water vapor. So they will take the water moisture from the leaves. And as the leaves are losing excess amount of water, the plant will shed their leaves to protect themselves from the extreme weather, cold weather conditions. Here you can see in this picture, most of the leaves have fallen down during the winter time. Example is peepal, banyan, mango, neem tree. In the marshy area, special type of trees grows which is called as mangroves. In the marshy areas, the soil is sticky and clayey, due to which the soil becomes waterlogged, in which there is no space. Even if there is no space, there will be no air in the soil. As we know that the plants require air, water and soil and warmth for its proper growth and development. So to get the air, the root will grow above the soil and these roots will be called as breathing roots. Example is caryop and candelia. This is a very beautiful picture of mangroves. You can see it very clearly. Here, see the arrow over here. You can very clearly see that the roots are coming out of the soil. Such roots are called the breathing roots. Now these roots are coming out of the soil to get the air which is essential for the proper growth and development of the mangroves. In hot and damp areas, the plants generally are evergreen trees, means they will not shed all their leaves altogether. Example is teak, pepper, tea, coffee, tamarind, coconut and rubber. That's all for today. Thank you. Learn and revise.